Houseman Field here in Grand Rapids. Currently, there's no soccer tenant that plays here. So you might be wondering why I came to some random stadium in Grand Rapids called Houseman Field to talk about a soccer team. Well, I want to tell you guys the story of Grand Rapids FC. It's a story of a very successful and a very short-lived soccer team. One that probably should still be in existence, in my opinion. When I was reading the story on them and some of the things that they achieved in their short time, I am quite shocked that they still aren't around. But here you go, class of 2022. You guys can see this stadium. You can see the gates. It looks very old, and that's because it was actually built, well, the original site, it was donated in 1907. So, I mean, what is that, 115 years ago? It was, hold on, let me pull up my information here. Okay. It was donated by a man named Julius Houseman. Or I'm sorry, it was donated by his daughter named Hattie. You can look at some of the wear on this. See the street marks on there. It was, like I said, it was donated in 1907 for athletic use. Look at the building right here. Looks old as hell. It would be used for a Grand Rapids Central High School football team. Its practices until 1923, when the current stadium was built. So this stadium has been here. This has been an athletics field since 1907, but this current stadium has been here since 1923. Let's come around here, see if we can get a better look at the stadium. I mean, you look at some of this brick. I mean, this is proper old school. This stadium was 122 years old. It says that it's been mainly used for high school football for all the high school teams around the area. You can see it's right here in the middle of a neighborhood. Beautiful setting for a soccer stadium. Let's come to the gates right here. There you go. See Aquinas College right there? Look at this place, it's beautiful. See the old stone right here? See the stands? You can see that, you know, the wall off in the distance right there. And even look, it almost looks like a castle over there. This, I mean, I don't think, yeah, hollow. Looks old, but it looks kind of new at the same time. Here, let's lift over. Let's see if you guys can see it up there. Raise it up a little bit. So actually, our only president, Gerald R. Ford, he actually played here way back in the day. He played for the University of Michigan, played football. He was the 38th president of the United States. Speaking of, there she is, Old Glory, flying up in the wind. Got gray skies. Let's see here. Right now it's home to Ottawa Hills High School and Union High School, who both opened their seasons here, talking the football teams. Used to host Grand Rapids FC, which I'll tell you about a little bit more. There's the park right here. Oh, here you go. Here's a good shot. Good shot high up. As you guys can see, look at that. Almost looks like you're at like a castle or something. And look down here too. I mean, you can get real steep up here. This is a proper stadium. Built, it looks like it's built into the side of the hill too. You can see the grass. This little park. Hopefully there's an entrance in here. I would really love to get inside the stadium. Look at this thing right here. I mean, what could this possibly have been used for? Look how old this is. I love it. Love it. I mean, this, you know, I was at that Midwest United Stadium. I said I felt like I was in Germany. Now I feel like I'm back in England. So Grand Rapids FC. The team was founded in 2014, ceased operations in 2021, probably due to COVID. They were initially founded, here's a little bit, you guys can see the home stands, not that well. There we go, a lot better. You guys can see that gray stone, you can see the stands right there. So it was initially founded by a group of supporters who purchased memberships to cover the operating costs, as well as local supporters. Their nickname was the Blues, like Chelsea. You know, like that blue down there. Let's see if I can get up here. Like that blue right there. It's a good shot for you guys to all see. They started in 2014. The club was open to the public then, and you could buy, you could buy a stake in the team. For the 2015 season, they tried to join the NPSL, the National Premier Soccer League, along with AFC Ann Arbor. There's a good shot of the pitch. But they were denied, so they started their own Great Lakes Premier League. It started with just 6 teams back in 2015, and that year, in which they finished second place, they averaged 4,500 fans per game. So after that, they left the Great Lakes Premier League to join the NPSL, which is the 4th division. Like I said, man, you average 4,500 fans for a 4th division. You know, that's a great number. Right through here. I wonder if I could fit my body through here. Nope, probably not. All right. So in 2016, they actually finished first in the NPSL in the Great Lakes West Conference, and they qualified by beating AFC Ann Arbor in a 3-1 victory in front of a club record 6,854 spectators. The club reached the final of the NPSL Midwest Regional Playoffs and beat Indy 11 of the NPSL. You guys all know Indy 11, who participates in the USL now. That one also broke their record attendance. They got to 6,912 people. So their first record attendance was 6,854. Their next best record was 6,912. And it also earned them a spot in the 2017 US Open Cup. The following day, they lost to the eventual NPSL champions that year, which was AFC Cleveland, on penalties. As you can see the distance off or the stadium off in the background. I'm gonna walk around here and see if there's some way to get in the gate. So then the next step was in 2016 when they announced a women's team. Oh, here we go. So 2016, they got a women's team under the same Grand Rapids Football Club banner. They began in 2017. They played their home games at Granville High School, so they didn't actually play here. They played it at Granville High School. And they won the 2017 United Women's Soccer Championship in their inaugural, Jesus, I can't even say it, in their very first season. I'm not even gonna try and say it. Can't talk right now. Then in 2019, the club moved from NPSL to USL League 2. So the league that has Midwest United in it, the league that has Kalamazoo FC in it. You guys can see some more wear and tear on the stadium right there on the concrete. As you can see, this is shared with some track too, some track teams. They also changed their name to Midwest United. I'm sorry. I misread that wrong. It wasn't Midwest United. The women's team was transferred to Midwest United. So the place where we just came from, Midwest United, their women's team became Midwest United. The men's team, however, ceased operations on October 27, 2001. The club cited that the lack of an adequate home venue and the financial challenges brought on by COVID-19 pandemic forced the closure of the stadium.